Yuki and John's patriarchy.
Because of the jumper humper, jump
Oh,
humper, whatever.
that's right. So, okay, Yuki. So let's set this up because hello, everybody. We're back at the buffet once again. Yuki's in Japan. I'm in Astoria, Queens. Don't come looking for me because you ain't gonna find me because I hide. I don't leave my house because the world is a fucked up place. But let's talk about something. This is the first time, Yuki, that we've ever
Yeah,
done a sequel podcast. This is a sequel. Okay.
yeah, a sequel. We never did first time.
First time we've ever
That's
done a
because
part two, right?
that. Remember when we went to see the movie when the bar somebody says
Okay,
jump
yes.
humper thing?
Okay, yes, let's start it. So we did an episode a while not too long ago, but it was about
Right.
soaking. Now let's bring the people
Yeah.
up to speed about what soaking is because there might be people out there who, so for instance, there's probably people in the world who watched The Empire Strikes Back first and didn't watch Star Wars. So they had to then go back. So why don't we give a quick recap in case somebody is coming to soaking 2 jump humpers
Right.
and they don't know what soaking is. So soaking, how can you explain soaking?
It's an insert. I mean, it's a sex, and then you insert it, but no movement.
Okay, so you insert the penis into the vagina and you just sit there.
Right.
You don't thrust.
Right.
You don't
Don't
hump.
no
You just
no
let it,
hump,
no
no
movement.
movement.
Yeah, and you just let it soak inside the vagina juices and then you pull out. And that's soaking. So that's all you're supposed to do and for some reason Mormons consider that a loophole and they don't consider it actual sex. That it's just like soaking. You're just and it's more acceptable than actual fucking.
I say if you do it right.
Yeah, do it right, baby. You can do it. Take your time. Do it right. You
Yeah.
can do it. You can do it tonight. So, Yuki, you originally were told about soaking by a fellow named Fletcher, right? Fletcher.
Right, picture, yes.
And he told you when he on the set of Shakespeare's shit.
Remember that we went dinner after the shoot in the New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So
And
right. So,
then
and he
the
explained what soaking
restaurant,
was.
right. And then he was sitting next to me,
Mm.
and then he was talking about the soaking. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so what
then
was
I
your
said,
reaction to soaking? Could you not believe it? You couldn't believe your ears?
yeah, first I said, what the soaking? And then he explained to me, like, well, what kind of, I mean, no movement? Like, so what's the point then? Yeah, as you know, I'm not a really religious person, so I don't know about the Mormon or I mean, I don't, I just didn't know. So I thought that was funny. Then we start laughing, and then, but he said that was a serious business for them, and then so that's how it started.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, because I didn't really know what it was until you told me. And then I remembered that I probably had heard something like that, but I put it out of my mind because it was so ridiculous that I never thought about it again. But then when you
Right.
brought it up, I was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is that?" Like I agree with you. If you're gonna do it right. Like if you're actually gonna put your penis inside of a vagina, you got to start
Right.
humping, right?
Right.
You got to
Otherwise, you could do the same thing in the tofu.
just shove your dick in the tofu, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, you could do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. If it's
What's
gonna
the
be that kind
difference?
of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
That old quote from the Beastie Boys record, and probably from another record, but yeah, you can just stick your dick in anything at that point.
right. If there's no movement, then if you don't do right, could be anything. Doesn't have to be the vagina.
Yeah. So then flash forward to we did an episode on soaking, and we got into a lot of different topics about the
Right,
soaking process. Why is soaking? Who is soaking? Where is soaking? When is soaking? And
right, right,
that day, that very day that we recorded the soaking episode, we went out that night to go and see Eli Roth's Thanksgiving in the movie
right,
theater. We went near my apartment, and we met up with some people. We met up with Reeves Elliott, who is he works on all sorts of stuff. That he worked at Troma for a little bit, on like Shakespeare's Shitstorm. He worked on The Last Drive-In. We also met with Jesse, our friend from the Museum of Moving Image, and Rocco
right.
and his partner. And it was a really great time. We went to see Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. What do you think about Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, by the way?
Remember, I didn't like it, and I felt sleep. So I felt sleep then.
You fell asleep during Thanksgiving? That's
Yeah, you
that's what
didn't know?
I didn't know you fell asleep. That's what you usually do at
Yeah,
a real Thanksgiving, but in the movie, you're supposed to stay awake, Yuki.
uh, and then I knew that was Dempsey. His character was.
Oh, spoiler! Spoiler!
Um,
People who are listening may not know that we won't say it, but you know what, Yuki? You're right. It was so obvious. And
Obvious, right? That was so obvious from the
yeah,
beginning.
I liked Thanksgiving. I liked a lot of it. I liked the riot scene at the beginning with the Black Friday. I liked some of the
Right.
kills. I thought some of the characters were good. And I really liked the kill where he puts the woman in the oven.
Mm.
That was so fucked up to me because I was sitting there thinking in my head, I'm like, if you were in that situation where you were locked in an oven and covered in oil, and it's a small oven too, because I'm claustrophobic. So it's a small oven, you're covered in oil, the fucking heat's coming on. It's gonna be at least a half hour before you're really dead. So that's the slowest, most excruciating, painful death, or one of. And so that really fucked me up. And I was like, oh, but then after that, the dinner scene was great. And then the final third of the movie was kind of not as good. But I had a good time with it. So anyway,
Okay.
before we went to see that film, we all met up at a bar and we discussed, oh, what'd you guys do today? Oh, we recorded a bunch of episodes for the podcast buffet, and one of them was soaking. And Reeves said, oh, did you guys talk about jump humpers? And we said, no, what the fuck is a jump humper? Turns out it's a big deal in the soaking community. And it's a loophole at, just like soaking is a loophole to fuck, jump humping is a rule to fuck like a porn star. It's a loophole. So what happens with jump humping is you have your beloved woman who you want to soak with. You get your penis hard, you slide it into the vagina, and you soak. Then you have a friend come in, jump on the bed, and that means that the fucking jumping on the bed is how you get to hump without actually humping. So it's a loophole. So you're fucking without fucking.
That's true.
It's kind of interesting that they found a loophole. The jump humper is a very important part to the soaking process because otherwise, like you said, what's the point of soaking if you just put it in and sit there and then you can't really move around? But the other person moving, technically the two of you who are soaking are not moving. The jump humper's doing all the work.
Does he get
Genius.
paid?
Well, yeah, I wonder what the base salary of a jump humper is. I hope it's at least
So
$20 an hour.
you you hire your friend or
Sure.
even stranger.
Or a
Hey,
stranger. Yeah, come on in and
come
jump
on
hump for me.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking tonight. So come in 8 o'clock and then you want to be jump hamper? Yeah, here's $20.
Or, hey, look, Mormons, obviously, if you have a Mormon friend who's soaking, you also are like probably pretty horny and want to soak too. So you say, hey, if I jump hump for you, will you jump hump for me? And just like, yeah, man, we'll be the jump humping buddies. So they might do it for free, Yuki. This might be a free thing.
Now, my question is jump hamper is not really inserting his penis to the woman, right?
The jump humper
N-
does not touch the people, as far as I know. The jump humper gets on the bed next to you and jumps up and down on the bed so that the bed bounces, so that in turn, the bed bouncing will make the two soakers bounce. And then when the two soakers bounce, they can't help but kind of hump each other. So they're jump humping.
so jump hamper basically making two soccer like moving them
Yeah, he's the one
basically.
who causes the motion of the ocean. So, or so they say. You got the motion of the ocean. It doesn't matter how big your penis is; it's the motion of the ocean.
Now, so is he naked or does he have
Now
clothes?
that is a great fucking question because I started to think about it. Jump humping, in and of itself, could be its own fetish. Like that, like you could get addicted to jump humping. And so I, in my head, picture there's all different kinds of jump humper. You have the one jump humper who's very religious, who must stay clothed. Some jump humpers might even keep their own socks on. They don't even take their socks off. They have their socks and their slacks and their tucked in white shirt, and they come in all buttoned up and they just jump on the bed as a nice service to their friend and then they leave. Then you could have the next level of jump humper who comes in with the fucking sexy lingerie on, guy or girl, whatever, they wear their sexy lingerie and do the jump humping for them, which, when you're getting soaking and you could turn around and see the jump humper in the nice lingerie, it could be even more of a turn on.
But still, those actions aren't really threesome. It's different, right?
It's closer than I've ever come to a threesome. This lucky bastards. I want somebody to jump hump for me. I want to be the. I would like to try jump humping. Yuki, can you soak so I could jump hump?
What kind I'm not the Mormon though. See, so I
Let's
don't
convert just so we can find out what it's like.
do you know any Mormon girl?
No, I never met. I think I met a Mormon, but I wasn't sure. They walked up to me on the street and was like, "Would you come to church with us one day?" And they were all dressed up in the fucking button downs, and they looked more like a cult. And I said, "No, I'm good. I don't believe in the
Oh,
church."
I think you told me that story
Yeah,
once.
yeah, yeah.
So
I was
maybe
like,
next time you could say, "Can I soak you?" Then I go to church with you.
"Yeah, that's good." Next time he says, "You guys want to come to church?" I say, "Only if we can soak, and I'm your jump humper. I want to be your jump humper." That would be me. Yuki, if you were a jump humper, what would you wear?
I, I don't know what I would do, but in my mind, I think wearing clothes doesn't make any sense.
So you would be
I feel so right.
so you would be a naked jump humper, like your cock would be flapping up and down while you jumping.
Yeah, because the condition wise, if two people are naked and then soaking, if you have clothes, it doesn't look right. Something wrong with the picture. If one guy has a clothes,
But
no.
nobody's taking pictures, Yuki. These are Mormons. They can't even fuck. They're not taking pictures. So if you're just jumping on
Okay,
the
no, but still, there is the picture. There's the scene. Nobody's taking a picture, but there is a scene,
right, so you got to
and
set the
then
scene.
right. So I don't feel right if one guy is wearing clothes.
So as a
So
jump humper, you would set the mood. So you're the not only are you the jump humper, you're the mood setter. So you would come in
yeah,
completely nude, right? Nothing on. You would come in nude.
then it just doesn't look right. All of them are naked.
So let's set the scene, right? I'm soaking with a Mormon girl. No offense to Liz, this is a fake fantasy, right? So
Right.
I'm soaking with a Mormon broad, and
Right.
so I'm sitting there, and it's great. This is I'm a virginal Mormon, young man, and I've never had it
Right.
inside of a vagina before, and I'm sitting there, I'm soaking. I'm like, this is so king cool, so fucking cool, so king fucking
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
And then I hear the door open, the door creaks, and I look behind
Right.
me, and there you are, just
Yes.
completely naked. You are more naked than the day you were born. You are just your cock is flapping in the wind.
But now on my second thoughts, it's kind of scary, huh? Because you soaking your butt facing me, then if I'm naked and then I'm on you,
Well, you're not
my
on me, so
penis.
you would be at the edge of the bed jumping, but you're right. There is a danger that the jump humper, if he were naked and starts to get a little aroused or a lot aroused in your
Right.
case, could fall and then accidentally enter into
Yeah,
my
your ass,
yeah,
right?
yeah, you could fall into my ass and then you and I would be soaking. Uh
Yeah.
well, what do you call
So
it when it's in the butt? Browning? You're browning the meats?
without
You're browning me.
that could happen I mean, by accident. You never know, right?
You never
If
know.
that's a little scary, but
But what if okay,
or
so let's continue with the scenario. You come in, I turn around and I look and you're sitting there with your cock flapping in the wind. And what would you
right.
say anything or would you just get to business? Would you say like uh, hey guys, I'm Yuki Nakamura and I'm your your jump humper or would it be would you be is it professional or do you get sexy? Do you say you motherfuckers are about to get the jump hump of your life? Like what how would you do it?
I think, I mean, they should know I'm coming, so there's no introduction.
Okay, so
But
we already know. Okay,
that
okay.
part, that part, maybe a little bit like a threesome. It's like a sexy talk.
So what would you say to me? Well, because I'm soaking, I got the fucking, I got it in and I did it and I'm keeping the boner, but I'm not moving. I
Or
can't
maybe,
move.
yeah, maybe I could use the line from the erotica book.
Oh, well, all right, say it, say it. What would you say to me? You and I lock eyes.
Slow thing. I'm
Uh,
gonna go slow.
you see, my jump humping is about to make some water sluice off your asshole. Yeah, it's gonna this my jump humping's gonna be sluicing down your buttocks. Yeah. Okay,
But
how do you walk over to the bed? Do you walk over all sexy, like, or do you like tweak your nipples first? Do you smack your cock around? What do you do?
well, I don't. You guys may be too busy, right?
Well, no, because I'm okay. So I was busy. I got the soaking. I got into the soaking, like all that process. I got hard without her touching
Yeah, but
me.
the whole point you insert. I mean, before me or
Well,
after
I would
me
say
coming?
in my ideal situation, I would soak, and then you would walk in afterwards and then the jump humping will begin. And I'm not saying I want to trick the girl. I just want to say when I'm getting myself prepared, I got to get myself hard because she can't, blow
Right.
me or anything. So I want that to be private. I want that to be me and her. And, it'll be
Mm.
special. And then we look into each other's eyes. And as I enter, it's so exciting. And I might even burst because I've never had a vagina before. But then once we get the soaking underway, that's when I want you to come in because I don't want you to see
Mm.
because that's intimate, that's like special.
Well, then that's the case. You really have to hire. Then you have to direct.
Oh yeah, I
Have,
would I
have
would
that
direct
part.
my soaking experience. Absolutely.
And then you have to tell like when to come in,
Well,
right?
okay. So then we'd have a signal, and I'd say, "I'm soaking." That would be the signal. I would just be like, "I'm
Mm.
soaking," and then as soon as I say that, you open the door.
Right.
Okay.
And then coming
Well,
in.
okay, then you say I'm gonna sluice.
Through,
You're a
through,
I'm gonna sluice your caboose.
through caboose. Now, I just thought about it. Then I like you under the woman on top. So I'm
See. Oh, so you
that.
want the woman on top when soaking.
Yeah. So
Oh.
then I don't mind by accident.
See, that's better for me. Okay, so now you're see, this is why you're a good jump humper. You already have made my experience as a soaker much better because I was thinking that I was on top, and it's already bad enough when I'm
Uh-huh.
on top because I'm like a fucking
Right.
barbarian, and I say I got very hairy, and it's yeah, I feel bad for any women that are ever been underneath me. But if I'm on the bottom and she gets
Right.
on top, and then we
Right.
soak, then you come in as the jump humper.
Right.
That means not only am I soaking, but her titties are in my face bouncing.
Right. You,
Genius.
yeah.
You are probably one of the
Maybe
best.
then I could grab her tits too, no? Can I do that?
You know what? That's a good question because why not? I mean, you're not putting your penis inside of anything. You're just touching a titty.
Yeah. And then by accident, if my penis stick in her ass by accident, maybe I don't mind.
DP jump pump and soaking. DP soaking. That's good. Double penetration soaking. This way
Yeah.
you could brown her in the rectal cavity, and I could soak, and then you could just jump up and down. This is amazing. You. This is why you're. That's why I want you on my side in a lot of endeavors because you always make it better.
Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. Yeah, just try to be, the logically correct.
Okay, this is very logical. You're like the Spock of jump humping. So when you are jump humping, you've said
Mhm.
some sexy things like I'm gonna sluice all over your caboose.
Yes.
Do you say anything while you're jump humping? Like I think I can, I think I can, or something like that. I mean, just like a motto.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to say, but I want to how to say more, harder, harder.
That's good. Yeah, she should jump hump harder, harder jump humper, harder,
Yeah,
higher.
yeah, something like that. That makes us more exciting, right?
I think so because yeah, okay. But yeah, I think you should maybe also what would be fun is if a jump humper would sing some songs and get some rhythms going, you know? Like feel the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance until the morning. Like you could bounce the forget about the words on your mind. You can leave it all behind. And you just
Rhythm of the night, yeah.
yeah, jump humping to the best of the 80s. It's like let's hear it for the boy going up and down. Oh my God, that's Yuki. I can already picture you being an amazing jump humper. Now, when you're jump humping Yuki and it all ends, like it's obvious that either one or both of the soakers has climaxed, right? And it's over. What
Mhm.
happens at the end? How do you make your exit? Oh, do you say you guys did a great job? Do you congratulate each other? Do you give each other a kiss? Like what do you how do you end a jump humping session?
Uh, well, I don't know about the kiss, but at least hug. And then
Oh, that's
when
so sweet. You would hug the soakers?
yeah, and then I will absolutely make
Oh,
a next appointment before leave the room.
I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Jump humping again. But so you would hug the soakers. That is the nicest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, because we're a team.
We're a team. We are a soaking team.
Team.
Oh my God. And then so then you walk out and then what do you do? Do you have like a business card? Like how do we get back in touch with you? What's your jump humping
So I
connection?
think that time, I mean, they know my, information, phone and an address, and then, what do we do next time? When do we do, that kind of stuff.
Incredible. What a fucking you are amazing. You're the best jump humper in the business, like I said. So what you want to hear something weird? Wikipedia actually has entries on jump humping. It says
What?
yeah, it says here related practices to soaking. And one of the related practices, it's and there's actually other related practices. I'll read those in a second, but jump humping is described as jump humping. Soaking is sometimes accompanied by jump humping, in which a third person is invited to bounce on the bed or to push on the mattress from below Oh my God, wait a second. That's a new form of jump humping. So not only can you jump on the bed, you can go under the mattress and push from below.
Push step. Oh,
But that's not really a jump humper. That's a bounce.
that's a,
What would you
yeah,
call that?
like
Like a
what?
uh
The mattress pusher.
sure, a mattress pusher, a pussy pusher.
mattress mattress lifter or what?
Yeah, mattress lifter, pussy pusher, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, so you could push on the mattress from below for a couple who is engaged in soaking, thus generating motion for them.
but
Here
that's
it said,
more work.
oh, that's a lot
Sounds
of
like.
work. First of all, you don't want to know what's on the fucking everybody's bed. It's just like dust and you got to clean under the bed.
Yeah,
That seems like a lot more work than just getting on the bed and bouncing around and shit, you know?
right.
Plus the jumping on the bed is a lot more fun, it seems like.
Yeah. I mean, the jumping on the bed, all the kids do that, pillow fight, but nobody goes under the bed
Yeah, I don't want to
unless you
go.
get the body.
Yeah, I don't want a mattress pusher. I want an actual jump humper. I
Yeah.
want somebody who's going to
Jump,
bounce.
hump, yeah.
Yeah. So this external source of motion allegedly absolves the soaking couple from the responsibility for any genital movement. So that's the loophole in the faith.
So it's really the term, I mean, correct term, like a formal term,
Yeah,
jump
it's on
humper.
Wikipedia and it actually says jump humping. And I would think that a jump humping person would be a jump humper. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? And here, the next thing it says here is Provo pushing, Provo pushing. And it's defined as the jump hump assistant has been termed the bed jumper or the Provo pusher after Provo, Utah, home of Brigham Young. Other definitions of Provo push refer to it as clothed or unclothed, non-penetrative dry humping, or sexual frottage between church members. So so the Provo pusher is named after a place in Utah where Brigham Young University is located. Yuki, you're the Tokyo pusher.
Oh my God.
Okay, and then there's one more thing that's here that's under related practice. This is soaking, and this is called durfing. 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 And that durfing is described as dry humping between church members. Dry humping. So that's just
What's
dry.
dry hump?
Dry humping is like when you're clothed and you're like, making out or whatever with somebody
With
and you like
clothes?
with clothes and you start humping and rubbing and thrusting, but you're still clothed. So durfing, that's what durfing is. That's not as exciting as jump pumping. I kind of want to try this whole jump humping thing, Yuki. I gotta
Goodbye.
be honest. You know how fun that could be?
Yeah. So just,
What's the weirdest
I know it sounds like, but
yeah. How weird could you get? I mean, Brigham
we
Young
should
University.
find the,
Yeah. Find what?
we should go Utah.
You want to go to Utah?
The Mormon girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mormon
Yuki and
girl.
John's jump humping buffet.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can apply to be a jump humper in some sort of way, like, or does the jump humper? Here's a question: does the humper have to be Mormon? Because the soakers
Oh,
have to be Mormon. They that's why they're soaking in the
yeah,
first place.
right. They're soaking. Yeah, because
But
they have to be.
but the jump humper
But,
could be whatever, a Buddhist. It doesn't
or
matter.
anything, right? Doesn't matter, right? As long as do the job.
Yeah, anything. It could be any walk of life could be a jump humper. I don't think you need to be a Mormon in order to jump hump.
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's well. The maybe we should find a Mormon couple,
You know
young
what? We
Mormon
should.
couple.
Any young well, not too young, Yuki. This is an adult show. So any
Well,
Mormon people who are let's say 19 and older, just in case.
okay, 19 older.
19 and older who want to, like, we're not asking to do anything like nefarious. We just want you to soak, which is acceptable in the Mormon faith, and then Yuki will jump hump for you, and we'll film it.
Yeah.
And then we can see what happens. You know, maybe there'll be some some musical numbers and discussions of things afterwards.
Yeah.
What do you eat after you jump hump?
Oh. Well, three of us eating, right? There could be pizza and beer. No?
So we've finished. We've brought the soaking to completion. The jump humper leaves, orders the pizza, gets the beer, and then the couple cleans themselves off, comes out, and then you guys just have a party? Pizza party?
Yeah, then they're excited more than do more humping, do more soaking.
After the beer.
Yeah.
But in that case, we'll have to be 21 Mormon, 21-year-old Mormons. So any 21-year-old
Oh,
Mormons who want to have Yuki jump hump for you and then have a pizza and beer party, hit us up.
right.
Yuki will be your Provo pusher and your pizza pusher.
And then you mean the cameraman?
Yeah, I'll be the cameraman and I'll provide some direction. I'll say, no, you can't. We don't want the man on top. We want the woman on top. That's the way Yuki likes to soak.
Yeah.
This is the Yuki Nakamura jump humping special.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was soaking to jump humping.
Okay.
What do you think,
Already
Yuki?
40 minutes?
Well, not 40. We got about 30 minutes, but this is a follow-up, so it doesn't have to be as long. Any final thoughts on soaking or anything else, Yuki?
No, that the jump hump are really surprising, and then I never thought about it's like a real thing. It's not even in the dictionary. I didn't know.
And when you say dictionary, that's not a pun, right? Dick, because you soak the dick in the pussy. Oh.
Dictionary. I mean, it's in the internet, and then it's like, it's amazing.
It is amazing. And Yuki, I would jump hump for you for free. I won't charge.
Okay, well, I do that for you too, free.
Great,
yeah.
great, and just like pizza, I like that. And it's so sweet that you would hug the person and then give them pizza and beer.
Do that, yeah. But nice... no pizza, yeah, just a hug.
What a nice guy. All right, well, thank you to all of our listeners. We thank you to all of our Patreon subscribers. I mean, it's amazing that these people stick with us and all this time. And even though some of our posting has slowed down since you've been in Japan, it's going to start to pick back up again. And we have no plans to close up the buffet. We're going to keep doing this because it's so much fun, and we get to have these stupid conversations, and it's just an amazing time. Anybody out there who has any suggestions on bizarre topics, jump humping, somebody, we'll name names when the time comes, but somebody suggested strip clubs. That would be a great episode. Yeah. And then somebody else suggested weird hobbies. So, and I looked up a list of weird hobbies, and there's some weird fucking If you thought jump humping was a weird hobby, wait until you hear the rest of these. All right. So, Yuki, when are you coming back?
We can talk about April 4th.
All right, April 4th, Yuki. We're going to see each other in person again. I can't wait. We may even do another session like this on Zoom.
Right.
We'll be in touch. But anyway, thank you all.
We can do a couple more times.
A couple more times before we get back. Exactly. Yeah. I like that. Well, you have yourself a good jump humping day, Yuki. And
thank you.
I'll talk to you soon, and I'll give you a hug when I see you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe.
Yuki and John's Patreon buffet.